My name is Vivek Rajaram Patkal. I'm founder and director of EduMaster Tutoring Services. So I'm very pleased to let you all know that we are starting an interview series. So this interview series is very special because we are going to host some bright tutorpreneurs who have done big in this tutoring field. So here on the other end, we have the Award, He- Tutorpreneur Hero Award winner and my accountability partner, Anjana Ravi, all the way through US. So welcome Anjana to the.
Thank you, Vivek. Yeah, thank you for inviting me to participate.
Can you please introduce us all about you and how has been your tutoring journey till now?
Yes, sure. In the US, I think my tutoring journey has been for the last 5 years. I am located in Seattle, Washington. So I have been tutoring for middle and high schoolers. I have tutored in mathematics, and I have tutored in computer science as well. I've done coding, and I used to teach Python, Java, and I also have taught college students. I have taught college level math courses, and I think I've always been a tutor from my high school days. So I used to um, have a lot of fun teaching my peers. I used to have a lot of fun teaching my neighbors, my family, and friends around us in our neighborhood. And then I realized, I think after I did my bachelor's and I worked for an IT company, then I realized that my passion was teaching. So I went on to do my master's in computer science, and then I um, worked as an assistant professor. And then, so yeah, that's where my I rekindled my passion for teaching. So, and then I was also tutoring. So it's been um, close to 15 years now. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that's a very long journey you have been through. Mine
Yes.
is just like 3 to 4 years journey in tutoring, and it's going on good. Very much happy with the journey. Means what I have, what are the outcomes getting through the students. So I just wanted to know that you are an engineer. You did your
Yes.
engineer.
Yes, I am an engineer. That's right. And I am a master's degree holder too. And I have taught for a couple of universities and colleges in the US. And
Hmm.
that I used to teach as a profession, and then tutor because I wanted to. It was my passion to teach, tutor. So I used to do that. So I used to teach computer science courses and then tutor math courses. So kind of juggling both of it. It's been, yeah, 5 years now. But now I switched to tutoring math online completely.
So exactly was your thinking process when you started tutoring? Like what motivated you that you should switch from the engineering, the other part, to the tutoring?
So I think I have been thinking about this for the last 3 4 years. Um, and but I wasn't giving it much thought. I wasn't putting my thoughts to practice. Then I realized with COVID, everything was turning to online teaching. And then I lost my job as well. So I was thinking, okay, fine. I think it's time that I pursue my passion full time. So I switched to online math tutoring, and because I have been used to online math teaching for like about 3 years now. And then but I did have students who were I was teaching in person, and I was commuting a lot, so that was taking a toll on my health. And I had kids to get to. I wanted to have some time for my family as well, not spend all the time commuting here and there, because it was very tiring as well as very stressful. So I was thinking, okay, now is the time to um, switch everything to online. And then I went on to launch my online math tutoring.
That's a very great and motivational journey, we can say. So The next question which we have for you is, was transitioning from in person to online a difficult task for you, or you being a computer teacher you just did it like this?
I think initially there was a lot I learned. So that's what I said. It wasn't like overnight that I did everything. For the last 3 years, I've slowly made a progress there, accumulating students, and actually transitioning the in-person students online. A majority of my students transitioned to online because of COVID, and like um, because I was doing only online teaching. And apart from that, I think even before that, there was a lot of tools that I learned. Like I learned how to do Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams. I mean, they're all similar, but still, there are a lot of like whiteboarding techniques. Like I learned about bit paper, and then I learned about different LMS like Canvas. I learned about Moodle, then how to keep in touch with teachers at the school. So I used to practice like um, accessing student websites like Schoology that they use here. And I was doing a couple of self learning actually through this entire process. I learned a lot. So apart from just tools, I think I learned how to communicate, how to teach better, what are the different math online tools that you can use. Because like imagine you're teaching geometry, you don't have a pencil and paper. So how to do geometry online, how to do calculus online, what are the different um, I would say tools you need to teach online. So I learned a lot of that. And then, yeah, it's been 3 years of learning, I would say. But I learned quite a lot before I actually launched my um, online tutoring when I decided to go full time. But I think I'm still learning. Every day is a learning process for me.
So do you think, is there a right time to start,
I
like
think
tutoring or any business?
um, I would say, yeah, do not hesitate or do not procrastinate. I think I was doing that, kind of thinking, okay, maybe I'll do it later. I have a full time job now. Why should I do? But I think the best self satisfaction you get is being your own boss. So you're having your own rules. You don't have to report anyone. I think that's a lot of um, kick that I get out of launching my own tutoring business. I am my own boss, so I dictate my rules. And but of course, I have clients who have to who I respect and I value. But I set my own working hours, and I set some personal hours. So I think I plan my schedule according to that. So there's a lot of freedom. I feel very liberated. But that's the biggest thing that I like in launching your own business, right? It's like it's a big thing for me. Yeah.
So what are the difficulties that you have faced or are facing in your tutorpreneur business, like you being a tutor and an entrepreneur? So this word is taken from Joanne's program, tutorpreneur. So you being a tutorpreneur, what are the difficulties that you face, like every day?
I think I do see this increasing request for online tutoring, but more than difficult, I think the main difficulty is keeping on track of the marketing, and as well as you're learning new social media, how to create a social media presence, and like maintaining a very active social media presence is very important. So I think that's important for any business, but for a tutorpreneur, I think launching your YouTube channel, and then um, there's this new Clubhouse social media that I'm practicing on, and then there's Facebook to keep track of. There is Instagram. There is Pinterest. There's so many others that I can go on and on listing. So at times it's very overwhelming to maintain a track of all of them. But I think having a planner and like writing down or doing like 5 activities a day, I mean, limiting yourself to that, but so that you don't feel very overwhelmed. So I write down everything in a planner and I go by that, so that I accomplish at least 5 activities in a day.
So now, as you said that you love being your own boss, don't you think that, like you said, I dictate my own rules? To whom? To yourself only.
Yeah, to myself. Yes, I know.
So it's like having. What do you think? How much important is a good team for building a business like Tutorpreneur business? Do you think having a good team or having a team will be beneficial, or it will help you out in some way?
Yes, for sure. I think yeah, the being a sole entrepreneur like a tutorpreneur is very hard, very challenging, because you have to be a good marketing person. You have to be a tutor, obviously a good tutor. Then you have to make sure that you sustain your clients, you don't lose them. So, and then also you are a student at the same time, because you're learning new things. So there's a lot of roles that you juggle. But yeah, if you have a team, I think you can um, have them take some of your role, like I would say a marketing role. Yeah, you can assign that to one of your team members. And then or if you have a virtual assistant, then you can have them do the marketing for you, or doing some promotional launches. Yeah, I think they can help you with that. So it's one less thing for you to worry about. um, yeah, I'm probably thinking of having a team down the line, but for now I'm trying to establish myself here as a full-time math tutor.
Oh, that's great. And what are your future plans, like 3 years from now or 5 years from now? Just uh, let me know. And the people who want to, means if they can play some part in your journey in the coming 2 to 3 years. So what are your plans and goals for the 3 years? Now, suppose if you get book solid, you are already book solid, and the part which you are trying to do now has completed. So what after that? What is your plan after that?
I think I'm planning to um, generate some secondary income, or launching my own courses. I'm thinking of that. I'm preparing materials to launch my own courses. And then also I'm thinking about I may be venturing into different other time zone clients. So I'm thinking of expanding on those terms and getting myself um, I mean, I wanted to understand how different um, time zone students and their curriculum work, and then how schools across the world works. And then there is so much of curriculum that um, I'm trying to familiarize myself with. So I think, yeah, that's um, like a huge thing that I'm thinking about, not just focusing on US based curriculum, but probably thinking of other countries' curriculum, like IGCSE or CBSE. I think there's ICSE. I'm also thinking of UK based curriculum. I'm kind of um, studying all of that at this moment. Yeah.
Will you be able to do this all in one life?
Well, there's there's a lot, but I think I believe that nothing is impossible. So
That's
yeah,
true.
if not, I wouldn't be here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So, Anjana, I wanted to know this. We all do mistakes in the tutoring journey. We all do mistakes. So, is there any mistake which is that you did and is when you rectified it, it is helping you out grow your business right now?
Yes, I would say I did I wouldn't say mistake, but I definitely learned from this. So I tried tutoring multiple subjects at the same time. So I tutored computer science, I tutored physics, I tutored chemistry, um, like test prep, like SAT, ACT. I used to tutor math. So kind of like all subjects that you can think of. So it was going good, but the amount of prep work that I had to do was a lot. So because it was varied subjects, and then I already was having um, I was an instructor at colleges and universities, and apart from that, I had to focus on tutoring, and then was my entire day was already taken. But then I had to come back home and prepare for the next day, so it was kind of a lot. I was getting very overwhelmed. I was getting like uh, saturated, I would say. So then I realized I was I actually, that was the time I was like talking to myself, okay, how can we change things so that it doesn't affect our personal life or my family time. And then I think I realized that rather than being jack of all trades, it's better to be a master of one. So I decided to focus on one subject, because mathematics has always been my passion. So and I have very successful results with my students. So I realized, okay, I'm going to focus on mathematics, but I can do different levels. So starting from pre-algebra, you can go until calculus, and or even statistics, um, both high school and college level. So I was thinking, okay, I'll probably stick to just math, because otherwise, yeah, it was kind of that was the biggest lesson that I learned through this entire journey. Yeah.
Yep. So we can say to the people who are watching or want to be entrepreneur that being specialized or being a specialist in one subject will always be better, because I also tried doing the same thing. Like, I was teaching physics, chemistry, math, someone said bio, I'm there. I never studied bio in my whole life. I said I will tutor bio, because the thing was like, okay, we feel initially is the like, oh, we don't want to lose the client, I don't want to lose this guy.
True.
Yeah, what will he feel if I'm not teaching him this? There are many thoughts running in when you start. There are many thoughts like, oh my god, I need this client at anyhow condition,
So
because
the
I
main
am
thing
struggling. Yes.
was I had parents, like I used to go to the I used to do in-person tutoring, right? So at that point of time, I used to like, let's say I already tutor them math, and then the parent would probably want me to also teach them chemistry, or also prepare for test prep. So so it was like multiple subjects for the same student. So that's how I got offers to teach other subjects. And like you said, I didn't want to lose them. So
Yeah.
and I didn't want them to think I'm weak in a particular subject, or I didn't want to
Yes.
deny the offer. um I wouldn't say it was kind of like me being greedy there, but it's like I thought, why not? Be I thought I was capable of teaching. It's not that I produced like poor results or the student suffered, but I think it was a lot of prep work for me. So I was thinking we'll probably um, just focus on one subject. Yes.
So what were the initial reactions from your clients and colleagues when you started your tutorpreneur journey?
You mean the recent tutor, like switching to online?
Yes, switching to online and means leaving everything aside, only not only online, even if it was offline, closing everything else and focusing only on the tutoring journey. So what were the initial reactions of your colleagues and the clients?
I think it was kind of an abrupt journey for me because of the COVID. I actually lost my job. So my colleagues didn't really have, I didn't have like, I was already working, I was working for an university, and then I um, lost my job there. So it was already online. So I wasn't even meeting them in person. So it was just a buy over an email. So and I think at that point of time I was just expecting that. I wasn't expecting any other reaction from them. But um, with respect to my parents, I think they were my biggest motivation. So I have a lot of my client parents who are good friends of mine, and being a mom, I think they understand me as well. So I we kind of chat, and whenever we get time. So I told them that this is going to be what I'm going to be doing, and they really encouraged me. They said, yes, you're worth it, and we know how good of a math tutor you are, so it's high time that you do this. And they really encouraged and motivated me. And they have always like referred me to other clients as well, so they've been like um, clients for a couple of years now. So I think that relationship, then that bond that I share with them is something that I will always be grateful for. So they always encouraged me. I think they have been my biggest support. Yes.
So now, did you ever feel for like giving up? Did you ever feel like giving up? No, I just don't want to do it. Sometime like that.
um I think there was a point in my career when I was working full time and I was feeling burnt out. So that should be the exact words, because I was like teaching at colleges and universities. I think I was teaching 5 courses, and apart from that I was also doing tutoring. So that was like my peak, and that's when I was completely burnt out. Yes, because I used to commute to 3 different colleges, teach 5 courses. So there was a prep work, grading work, all of that involved. And I also had family, and then I also had tutoring. Of course, tutoring was much lesser then, but still it was there. So I think yeah, those are some of the lessons that I learned, how to not take up everything that comes in your way, how it is okay to say no. um yeah, every step in my life I think I've learned a lesson. Yeah.
So how is your journey, tutoring journey, going right now? And what would you like? Would you suggest any new person to enter into tutoring?
Yes, it's going really good. I don't have any complaints at all. Because if I go back and backtrack my last 1 year, I think I was very dejected when I lost my job in December 2020. And I remember I cried. So I cried to my mom and I cried to my husband, saying like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Then I think my mom has always taught me that there's no use crying over spilt milk, right? So you have to be strong. And I thought for a couple of days, I thought, okay, what am I going to do now with my life? And then I think I've always, my mom was a teacher, so I think she was the inspiration. So I was thinking a little bit. Then I was like, okay, why not we get into tutoring? And then I've been following Joanne's online tutoring group on Facebook for a couple of years. I think 3 years. I think. Then I decided, okay, it's high time that I invest time and take it very seriously, because I've been like thinking about it, then I stepped back, and then yeah, I didn't devote my time for that. So then I realized, okay, it's high time I do it. So and then after that, it's slowly building clients. It's been a slow process, but it's been a steady process. So um and yeah, I've been retaining my clients, my old clients, and as well as I've got a lot of new clients now. So I'm working towards getting fully booked solid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You will, I'm
Yes,
sure.
I know. I'm sure. Yeah.
So, one more question I have: how difficult is scaling up this business? Like, is it very difficult scaling this business up?
I would say consistency is the key here. So, sticking, like if you have like a planner and you have planned, planning is very important here. Like writing daily, like you're going to do these 5 activities is very important. Sticking to that is important. And then it's easy to say. I have had like I've fallen off track many times, and then I think I got back to my track. But the thing is, not feeling dejected. You'll definitely reach great heights if you are consistent. So consistency and uh, perseverance is the key here, because like I said, um, there's a lot to learn about the social media and how to create your active online presence there, then keeping on top of it, right? Especially if you're a solo entrepreneur, right? You don't have anyone to help you out, and you're learning in the process as well. Then I think learning, implementing it, as well as tutoring at the same time, it's a lot of different roles you're juggling. So well, I have, and you also have a family. So well, I think I sit through, I won't say it's through the entire night, but I spend a lot of time in late in the night, planning the next day, or doing some sort of an um, activity on social media where I can do market myself, or I learn a new tool, or yeah, I learn something new every night. So I think that's very important, that you should have that thirst for learning something new. I think that keeps you going then.
Yeah. Basically, as I have observed, means people don't consider this tutoring journey like a consistent one. Like
Mm.
people, even my family members will say to me, okay, now you have students, what about next year? What about next year? You can't keep on teaching for the whole life. And they have so many reasons to just stop. They don't want me even to pursue this journey. So until and unless it becomes big, people don't give a damn about it. So what I have observed in contrary is, if we are giving good service, if we are tutoring the children well, the same clients will be retained. Like I have some clients from past 2 years, and some students are there that I'm having it from fourth grade as well. So what I feel is, if I keep on tutoring good, the same clients can be continued for 10th grade. Like at least 4 5 years we will have them tutoring with us. It is like, as every business is, the service till it is good, people are going to hire us out. So I think this tutoring journey will be a good option, career option as well. But how many years do you think we'll have to wait, Anjana? It's like, to get a stabilized position in this.
Okay, so I haven't still thought of it like long term. I know I'm going to be teaching through my entire life, because I think I'm passionate about it, and this is what I want to do. But to answer your question, I think it would probably take like, um, currently now I am having like I teach like 25 hours over the entire week. So I would say I've come a long way. So it's not been easy, but definitely I'm making progress. So because I'm dedicating my time. So, and then also, like I said, um, I started with this last December, right? December 2020 is when I switched to Ashley, Jan, and Feb. Those 2 months was when I was taking the course, and also I was switching, making the transition. So over the last 3 months, I think I've gaining like 25 student hours in a week is itself a huge thing. I would um, pat myself on my back for that. But um, that doesn't stop me. I know I'm going to get more and more, but probably, like you say, um, maybe expanding to like group lessons. I think now I do one on one, but I'm thinking about doing offering like group sessions. I have tried that in the past. Um, I think having like some sort of a sign up um, forms, and then making it more organized, I would say, is what I wanted to do. So when I do that, um, I think it should be a hit. So offering group sessions rather than just one on one is another thing that you can, I mean, every tutor should think of, because obviously it's more money during the same hour, right? Rather than just one on one. But I think you can do this full time, because I know of so many tutors. I was kind of nervous and um, very hesitant to pursue this full time, even though I knew you can do it, because I was like, okay, it's a lot of hard work, or maybe I don't know if I can sustain, or there's a lot of competition in the market already. There are so many people out there. Because of COVID, everything went online, right? So anyone can go to any online tutor. So then I always remember these words from one of the Tutorpreneur award winners, the previous award winners. I think I was chatting with him, and he told me that he actually charges like literally double of what I am doing. So I asked him, "How did you get to this point?" And then he said, "You won't believe. About 3 years ago, I think he started his he switched to full time tutoring, and he was charging one third of his current price. And then in 3 years, he tripled. And then he
Mm-hmm.
said he's booked solid. So I think um, he's the biggest motivation. He's like someone who I looked up to. So I aspire to be there one day. And I think it's going to take a couple of years, but that's fine. I'm willing to
It will be worth it.
wait. Yeah.
It will be worth it for sure.
Yes.
And what is one thing, Anjana, that you would like to suggest a person who wants to or has a deep will in his heart that he wants to teach students and make this a full-time business? What is one thing that you would like to suggest?
I would say don't be hesitant. Go for it. Follow what your follow where your heart lies, I would say. Because I think my husband taught me that. He said there are you can work in a job that pays you a lot, but fear about going to office or work every day, or you love your work, you follow your passion, but are willing to be paid less. He asked me once, what would you choose? And then I said, I would choose the latter, because I'm very passionate about teaching. Because I was telling him this because teaching is always a less paid job, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, once I think I was ranting with him. I was telling him like, why are we paid less? We do so much of work. And then that was when he told me this. So I think I always remember those words, even though it probably pays you less than an IT job, that what people want you to do, right? Maybe your parents want you to do that. And I remember my parents asked me that, why did you leave an IT job? Or you have a master's, you can actually do really well. But I think this is what I like to do. And then yeah, I don't want to go there and sulk. So I would say just follow your passion. I think that's my best advice.
That's a great advice. And people believe me, she has done a lot of hard work. She has been my accountability partner with Pualani. So every time she used to get a question like, uh, because managing a family, than tutoring for like 25 hours, she has small kids, then working for the business, marketing and all. I I actually have very much respect to all the women who are managing their families and the business, because I have seen people like my mom also. She is not in the tutoring field, but they literally have to work very hard. It's everyone has to if they have to make their mark. And after that, coming to home and managing the family, it's again a different battle to fight. Means that is the most important thing. So now, Anjana, can you please tell our audience that what you tutor and how can they connect with you, so that I can just put you a link down below in the description of the video. So if someone wants to tutor someone wants to avail your tutoring services, so how can they connect to you?
Okay, my website name is BecomeMath.ninja, because I chose that name because I think like every student of mine can be a ninja. Ninja is a warrior, so they can fight any obstacle in math with me. So, and I've I've students who are now tutors themselves, so I bring them to that level. So, and I have parents who are very proud of that as well. So, BecomeMath.ninja is my website, and you can find the email there. But it's you can reach out to me at becomeamathninja@gmail.com, and my mobile number is also listed there. So you can reach out to me there.
I will just mention all the details in the description box. And thank you so much for being a part of this interview.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you
Anjana.
so much. Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anjana. Bye bye.